Hey everyone, and welcome to Lucky Fortune English Podcast. I'm Vincent,
And I'm Jane.
ready for your lucky fortune. Today we're taking a deep dive into the Zodiac forecast for February 2nd, 2025. We'll unpack what the stars might have in store for you. But remember, this is all just for fun.
Exactly. It's about finding interesting insights, not planning your whole day around it.
All right, let's kick things off with Aries, the first sign of the Zodiac. The forecast says teamwork is highly favored, but with a little caution, watch that communication style.
Aries are known for their directness, which is great for leadership, but could lead to misunderstandings if you're not careful. Think before you speak, and maybe reread that important email before hitting send.
Good point. Now, for those single Aries out there, the stars hint at a potential for a really exciting encounter. And for those coupled up, quality time should be the priority.
Something that sparks that Aries adventurous spirit, a spontaneous road trip, trying a new sport together, anything that gets the blood pumping and creates a shared memory.
Sounds like a blast. But what about the financial side for Aries? The forecast mentions potential luck, but with a bit of risk attached.
It's that classic high-risk, high-reward scenario.
Yeah.
This is where you really need to tap into your intuition, Aries. Don't rush into anything blindly. Have you done your research? Do the potential rewards outweigh the risks involved? Trust your gut, but back it up with some solid facts.
All right, next up we have Taurus. The word of the day for you is creativity. It seems like your artistic energy is going to be through the roof.
Taurus is known for appreciating the finer things in life, and today that translates to a burst of creative inspiration. Think painting, pottery, even whipping up an incredible meal. It's all about indulging those senses and bringing your vision to life.
Just watch out for that stubborn streak, Taurus. It's easy to get so focused on your own ideas that you might clash with others.
Exactly. Flexibility is key today. Remember, compromise doesn't mean sacrificing your vision. It just means finding a way to blend it with the visions of those around you.
And when it comes to finances, Taurus, any advice?
Patience is your superpower today. Don't jump on any risky schemes or quick money promises. Think long-term strategic investments that will steadily grow over time.
Now let's flip over to Gemini. Get ready for a whirlwind because it seems like you'll be juggling a million things at once.
Gemini is known for their multifaceted nature, so this is familiar territory. The key is to stay organized. Lists, planners, whatever works for you. Break those tasks down into bite-sized pieces so you don't feel overwhelmed.
And remember, Gemini, it's okay to say no if you're feeling stretched too thin.
Absolutely. You can't be everything to everyone, and trying to do so will just lead to burnout. Prioritize what truly matters and delegate or postpone the rest.
Now, speaking of things that might tempt a Gemini, the forecast warns against impulse purchases. Is there a way to navigate that siren song of online shopping?
Before you hit that buy now button, ask yourself, do I need this or do I just want this? Connecting purchases to real needs rather than fleeting desires can help keep that budget on track.
Great advice. Now, for our sensitive Cancer friends, it seems like your work relationships are going to be particularly strong today.
This is the perfect time to collaborate on projects, network. Maybe even pitch a new idea to your boss. People are receptive to your energy, so use it to build those connections and advance your career goals.
But on the flip side, the forecast mentions a possibility of feeling a little insecure, especially in romantic relationships. What's the best way to handle those feelings?
Don't let those anxieties simmer in silence. Open communication with your partner is key. Share your concerns in a calm, loving way. Remember, vulnerability is strength, not weakness.
And what about the financial outlook for Cancer? It seems like family expenses might be a bit higher than usual.
Perhaps there's an unexpected bill or a shared expense coming up. It's a good time to review that budget with your family, see if any adjustments need to be made, and prioritize what's truly important.
Okay, on to Leo. Leo, your leadership qualities are front and center today, which isn't surprising, but there's a little reminder, don't forget to listen to your team.
It's easy for Leos to get caught up in their own vision and forget that true leadership involves empowering others. Make sure you're actively listening to your team's feedback and ideas. Collaboration is a two-way street, even for natural leaders.
Now for our romantic Leos. The forecast definitely suggests love is in the air. Any thoughts on what grand gesture Leo might pull off today?
Oh, Leos love to make a statement. We're talking a surprise weekend getaway, maybe a custom piece of jewelry with a special meaning. Whatever it is, it'll be dramatic, heartfelt, and totally unforgettable.
Sounds fantastic, but perhaps a bit pricey. The forecast does caution against overspending on socializing. Any tips for Leos to have fun without emptying their wallets?
There are plenty of ways to enjoy yourself without breaking the bank. A potluck dinner with friends, exploring free events in your city, even a movie night at home. The important thing is the connection, not the price tag.
Moving on to Virgo. It looks like your attention to detail is going to be super valuable today, but be careful not to let perfectionism hold you back.
Virgos have incredibly high standards, which is usually a good thing. But today it's about finding that balance between striving for excellence and getting things done. Remember, progress over perfection.
Great advice. Now, what about Virgo's love life? The forecast suggests things might be a bit complex today.
Virgos tend to overthink things, especially in matters of the heart. Today, try to quiet that inner critic and trust your intuition. Don't let overanalyzing every little detail steal your joy or create unnecessary drama.
And any insights into Virgo's financial situation?
The stars seem to be aligning for a potential side hustle or freelance opportunity. Virgos are incredibly organized and detail-oriented, which could translate well into something like virtual assisting bookkeeping or even crafting and selling handmade goods online. It's about utilizing those natural talents to create a little extra income stream.
All right, let's see what's in store for Libra partnerships. Seem to be the major theme today. What kind of collaborations would be particularly successful for Libras?
Libras are all about balance and harmony. Today, focus on partnerships built on shared values and mutual respect. Whether it's a work project, a creative endeavor with a friend, or even tackling a home renovation with your significant other, make sure you're on the same page and working towards a common goal.
But while compromise is key for Libras, the forecast warns against losing yourself in a relationship. How can you find that sweet spot between supporting others and honoring your own needs?
It's about setting healthy boundaries. Don't be afraid to assert yourself, Libra. You're allowed to have different opinions and make choices that prioritize your own well-being. True harmony comes from respecting both your needs and the needs of others.
And what about Libra's busy social calendar? It seems like things might be a little too packed.
Libras are social butterflies, but even butterflies need rest. It's perfectly fine to say no to some invitations and prioritize your own time and energy. Recharging those batteries will allow you to show up more fully for the events and people that truly matter.
Now on to Scorpio. It seems like your intuition is going to be especially sharp today. How can you use this to your advantage?
Scorpios are naturally insightful, but today those gut feelings are going to be even stronger. Pay attention to them. They can guide you in everything from business decisions to personal relationships. Don't second-guess yourself. Trust that inner voice.
And it seems like trust is a major theme in relationships for Scorpios today.
Scorpios value loyalty and honesty above all else. If there are any unresolved issues or lingering doubts in your relationships, now is the time to address them head-on. Open communication and vulnerability can help rebuild trust and strengthen those bonds.
And financially, what's in store for Scorpio?
It looks like a little surprise windfall might be coming your way. This could be a bonus at work, an unexpected gift, or even winning a small lottery prize. Whatever it is, use this unexpected boon wisely. Maybe consider saving it, investing it, or treating yourself to something special you've been wanting.
Now let's shift our focus to Sagittarius adventure and collaboration or calling. What exciting fields could you be exploring today, Sagittarius?
Sagittarius is a lifelong learner, always eager to expand their horizons. Today, you might be drawn to fields related to travel education, publishing, or even spirituality. Take a workshop, start a blog, join a book club, or plan that trip you've been dreaming of. It's all about feeding that thirst for knowledge and experience.
And when it comes to love, it seems like distance is no obstacle for Sagittarius today.
Your love knows no bounds. Long-distance relationships can thrive today with couples finding creative ways to stay connected. And for single Sagittarians, you might find love in unexpected places, perhaps even with someone from a different culture or background. Embrace the unknown and see where it leads you.
Any financial advice for our free-spirited Sagittarius friends?
Invest in yourself, Sagittarius. Whether it's through education, travel, or personal growth experiences, anything that enriches your life and expands your horizons is a worthwhile investment. Don't be afraid to spend a little extra on something that will truly nourish your soul.
Okay, on to Capricorn. Capricorns are known for their incredible work ethic. What's the key to success for them today?
Capricorns are all about setting goals and crushing them. But today, remember that you don't have to do everything alone. Delegating tasks and trusting your team can actually lead to greater efficiency and even better results. Sharing the workload allows you to focus on what you do best.
And how can Capricorns find balance between their ambitious nature and their personal relationships?
It's about consciously carving out time for your loved ones. Work is important, but relationships need nurturing too. Make a date night disconnect from work emails after hours and remind yourself that success is meaningless if you don't have people to share it with.
And finally, any financial tips for Capricorn?
Resist those impulse buys. Today is about sticking to your budget and prioritizing long-term financial goals. That shiny new gadget can wait if it means jeopardizing your financial security.
All right, let's see what the stars have in store for Aquarius. Inspiration is flowing. Aquarius, how can you turn those brilliant ideas into reality today?
Aquarius is the innovator of the Zodiac, but sometimes those ideas stay stuck in your head. Today, take action. Create a plan. Break that big goal down into smaller, manageable steps, and perhaps seek out collaborators who can help you bring your vision to life. Don't let those amazing ideas go to waste.
And what about Aquarius's love life? The forecast hints at some interesting possibilities.
For single Aquarians, a close friendship could blossom into something more today. The lines between platonic and romantic feelings might blur, leading to unexpected sparks. And for those in a relationship, remember to give each other space to pursue individual interests. Independence within a partnership is key to keeping things fresh.
And finally, any financial advice for our Aquarian listeners?
Aquarius is often drawn to the latest and greatest gadgets, but today try to resist those tempting tech purchases. Focusing on experiences rather than material possessions will bring you greater long-term satisfaction, and it'll be kinder to your bank account too.
And last but not least, we arrive at Pisces, the dreamer of the Zodiac Pisces. The forecast says to trust your gut, but back it up with facts. What does that mean in practical terms?
Pisces are incredibly intuitive, but sometimes you can get swept away by your feelings. Today, ground yourself in reality. Before making any major decisions, do your research, gather information, and consult with trusted advisors to ensure you're making choices based on logic as well as intuition.
And it seems like a reality check might be in order for Pisces in general, particularly when it comes to your dreams and aspirations.
It's great to dream big, but it's equally important to set realistic goals that are attainable with your current resources and circumstances. Assess where you are now and create a plan that bridges the gap between your dreams and reality. Don't let discouragement derail your progress.
And finally, any financial insights for Pisces? It seems like there might be an opportunity related to your artistic side.
Investing in art could be profitable for Pisces today. However, don't let your heart rule your head. Do your research, consult with experts, and make informed decisions based on market trends and your own financial goals. Avoid impulsive purchases based solely on emotional attachment.
Wow. We've covered a lot of ground today. We've explored the potential energies and opportunities for each sign. But remember, these are just general interpretations, and your personal experiences may vary.
Exactly. It's all about finding the insights that resonate with you and using them as a springboard for your own reflection and decision-making.
Before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, any final thoughts for our listeners, Jenny?
I'd encourage you to think about which sign's forecast really stood out to you. Was it your own sign? Or maybe a sign you have strong placements in your birth chart. Perhaps it was simply a sign whose energy you're drawn to. Pay attention to those intuitive nudges and see what they might reveal.
Great advice.
Welcome back to Lucky Fortune English Podcast.
We're diving right back into that daily horoscope for February 2nd, 2025.
Ready to see what other lucky fortunes await.
Let's pick up where we left off. Remember we were talking about how Pisces should use logic to temper their intuition?
Yes, backing up gut feelings with solid research is key for Pisces today. It's about finding a balance between those dreamy, intuitive Piscean vibes and a practical, grounded approach.
Solid advice. Now, how about we rewind a bit and revisit some of the other signs? There's always more to uncover.
Sounds good to me. Let's go back to the beginning with Aries.
All right, Aries. We talked about your potential for leadership, but what other career insights does the forecast hold?
Well, it seems like you might be presented with a really exciting opportunity, Aries. Maybe a chance to take on a more challenging project or even step into a leadership role you hadn't considered before.
So don't be afraid to really showcase those talents and let your confidence shine.
Exactly. Your hard work and determination haven't gone unnoticed. Just remember, collaboration is still important. Even the most independent Aries can benefit from teamwork.
Now, what about Aries' love life? We touched on the potential for a spark for single Aries, but anything else stand out?
For those already in a relationship, it's all about nurturing that connection today. Plan a special date night or even just spend some quality time together, really talking and reconnecting on a deeper level.
Love it. And one last thing for Aries finances. The forecast mentioned luck with a side of risk. Any additional thoughts?
It all comes down to careful consideration. If you've been thinking about a new investment or maybe starting a side hustle today, might be the day to take that leap. But only if you've done your homework. Weigh those options carefully and make sure the potential reward justifies the risk.
All right, on to Taurus. We talked about that surge of creative energy, but what about career-wise? Any insights there?
It seems like inspiration is going to strike in the workplace too, Taurus. You might find yourself brimming with new ideas or innovative approaches to existing problems. Don't be afraid to share those thoughts with your colleagues or superiors.
Yeah, sometimes Taurus can be a bit hesitant to speak up, but today is all about embracing those brilliant ideas.
Exactly. Your practical nature combined with that creative spark can lead to some really impressive results.
Now we discuss the importance of communication for Taurus in relationships, but any specific advice?
Be open and honest about your needs and desires, Taurus. Don't bottle things up or expect your partner to just know what you're thinking. Clear, direct communication is the foundation of a strong relationship.
Solid advice. And any final thoughts on finances for Taurus?
Today is all about financial discipline. Stick to that budget. Taurus, resist any urges to overspend, especially on luxury items you don't really need. Focusing on long-term financial goals will bring you much greater peace of mind than any temporary splurge.
Now let's zip over to Gemini. We talked about staying organized amidst the chaos. Any other tips for navigating a hectic day, Gemini?
You might find it helpful to really prioritize your tasks, Gemini. Make a list and tackle the most important items first. Your natural adaptability will help you roll with the punches, but a little planning can go a long way.
And we can't forget about Gemini's social butterfly tendencies. The forecast mentioned networking being particularly fruitful. Any specific scenarios come to mind?
Reach out to colleagues or mentors you haven't spoken to in a while. Attend an industry event, or maybe even reconnect with someone you met at a conference. You never know what doors a casual conversation might open.
Great point. And lastly, for Gemini finances. We talked about resisting impulse buys, but how can you make that a little easier?
One trick is to give yourself a cooling off period. If you're tempted by a purchase, wait 24 hours before actually buying it. You might find that the urge has passed, or you've realized you don't actually need it after all.
Smart. Now on to Cancer. We talked about connecting with your emotions and intuition today. What else should Cancers be focusing on?
Trusting those gut feelings in the workplace is key. If a project doesn't feel right or you sense there might be a better way to approach something, speak up. Your intuition is often spot on, Cancer, and your colleagues will value your insights.
Now we touched on the importance of security in relationships for Cancer. Anything else stand out of the forecast?
Today is a good day to create a sense of sanctuary in your home. Spend time with loved ones, cook a comforting meal together, or maybe just curl up with a good book and a cup of tea. Nurturing that sense of safety and warmth will do wonders for your emotional well-being.
Love it. And finally, any financial advice for Cancer?
If you're considering any investments, proceed with caution, Cancer. Do your research, consult with a financial advisor if needed, and don't rush into anything that doesn't feel 100% right.
Okay, moving on to Leo. We talked about your leadership qualities and the importance of listening to your team. Any other career insights for Leo today?
It's a great day to showcase your talents, Leo. Don't be afraid to step into the spotlight and let your passion shine. If you've been wanting to pitch a new idea or volunteer for a leadership role, today is the day to go for it.
And when it comes to love, we discussed the potential for grand gestures. But what about those Leos who aren't quite ready for a flash mob proposal?
Small gestures of affection can be just as meaningful. Write a heartfelt note, cook a special meal, or simply spend some quality time together, really listening and being present. It's the thought that counts, Leo.
Great point. And lastly, for Leo finances, we talked about avoiding overspending to impress others. What's a good mantra for Leo to keep in mind?
Value over validation. Don't let the need for external approval dictate your spending habits. Focus on what truly matters to you and invest in experiences and things that align with your values, not someone else's.
All right, on to Virgo. We talked about balancing perfectionism with progress. Any other career advice for Virgo today?
Organization is your superpower. Virgo, use it to your advantage. Create to-do lists, streamline your workflow, and declutter your workspace. This will help you stay focused and efficient, allowing you to accomplish even more than usual.
Love that. And for those Virgos navigating the complexities of love, any additional tips?
Remember that open and honest communication is key. Don't be afraid to share your feelings and concerns with your partner. And just as importantly, listen to their perspective without judgment. Understanding comes from a willingness to see things from multiple angles.
Great advice. And finally, any financial insights for Virgo?
Research and planning are your allies today, Virgo. If you're considering a major purchase or investment, take the time to gather all the necessary information before making a decision. Impulsivity is not your friend when it comes to finances.
All right, let's see what's in store for Libra. We talked about the power of harmonious collaborations. Any other career advice for Libra?
Networking is particularly beneficial for you today. Libra. Attend industry events, reach out to former colleagues, or simply strike up conversations with people in your field. You never know what opportunities might arise from those connections.
And for Libras, navigating the balance between partnership and independence, anything else to keep in mind?
Don't be afraid to say no, Libra. Setting boundaries is essential for maintaining a healthy sense of self within a relationship. Remember, taking care of your own needs allows you to better support the needs of others.
And when it comes to finances, we talked about reviewing contracts and agreements carefully. Anything else stand out?
If you're involved in any negotiations or financial discussions today, strive for win-win solutions. Your natural diplomacy will help you find outcomes that benefit everyone involved. Remember, collaboration over competition.
Okay, let's dive into Scorpio territory. We talked about trusting your intuition and addressing any trust issues in relationships. What other insights does the forecast hold for Scorpio?
Your determination is going to be a powerful force today, Scorpio. Use it to tackle challenging tasks and push yourself outside your comfort zone. Don't let setbacks discourage you. Your ability to persevere and overcome obstacles is what sets you apart.
And any final thoughts on finances for Scorpio?
If you experience that unexpected financial windfall we mentioned earlier, be thoughtful about how you use it. Don't squander it on frivolous purchases. Consider investing it, saving it for a rainy day, or using it to fund a project that's close to your heart.
Now on to Sagittarius. We talked about embracing new experiences and investing in personal growth. What else should Sagittarius be focusing on today?
Optimism is your superpower. Sagittarius. Don't let negativity or self-doubt hold you back. Approach every situation with a positive attitude and a belief in your own abilities. Your enthusiasm is contagious and will draw people to you.
And when it comes to love, we talked about spontaneity and adventure. Any other tips for keeping the spark alive?
Don't be afraid to be vulnerable, Sagittarius. Let your guard down and share your true feelings with your partner. Authenticity and emotional intimacy are what create truly lasting bonds.
Great advice. And any final financial insights for Sagittarius?
Sharing your abundance with others is admirable, Sagittarius. But remember to prioritize your own financial security as well. Generosity is beautiful, but it shouldn't come at the expense of your own well-being.
All right, on to Capricorn. We talked about delegation and work-life balance. Any other career insights for Capricorn today?
Structure and discipline are your keys to success. Capricorn, create a detailed plan and stick to it. Don't let distractions derail your progress. Your hard work and dedication will pay off in the long run.
And when it comes to love, we discuss the importance of stability and commitment. Any specific advice for nurturing those bonds?
Small acts of kindness go a long way. Capricorn, surprise your partner with a thoughtful gesture. Express your appreciation verbally, or simply spend some quality time together free from distractions. It's the little things that make a big difference.
Solid advice. And lastly, for Capricorn finances, we mentioned resisting impulse buys. Anything else to add?
Focus on building a solid financial foundation. Capricorn, save for the future, invest wisely, and avoid taking on unnecessary debt. Your responsible nature will serve you well in the long run.
All right, let's see what's in store for Aquarius. We talked about turning ideas into reality and honoring independence within relationships. What else does the forecast hold for Aquarius?
Your uniqueness is your strength, Aquarius. Don't be afraid to embrace your individuality and challenge the status quo. Your innovative thinking and fresh perspective are what make you so valuable.
And when it comes to love, we mentioned the potential for friendship to blossom into romance. Any other insights?
Communication is key for all relationships, but it's especially important for Aquarius. Share your thoughts and feelings openly and honestly, even if they seem unconventional. A partner who truly understands and appreciates you is worth the effort.
Love that. And finally, any financial advice for Aquarius?
Before making any big purchases, ask yourself if it aligns with your long-term goals and values. Avoid buying things just to keep up with trends or impress others. Spending your money on things that truly enrich your life will bring you much greater satisfaction.
All right, and last but not least, we return to Pisces. We talked about grounding your intuition in reality and setting realistic goals. What else should Pisces be focusing on today?
Compassion is your guiding light, Pisces. Use your empathy and understanding to connect with others and make a positive impact on the world. Whether it's volunteering your time, lending a listening ear, or simply offering a kind word, your actions can brighten someone's day.
And when it comes to love, we discussed the importance of authenticity and emotional connection. Any final thoughts?
Don't be afraid to express your romantic side. Pisces, plan a special date, write a love letter, or simply tell your partner how much they mean to you. Embrace the beauty and magic of love.
Wonderful. And lastly, for Pisces finances, we mentioned the potential for investing in art. Any additional tips?
Trust your instincts, but also seek advice from trusted experts. Don't let your emotions cloud your judgment when it comes to financial decisions. Research your options carefully and make choices that align with your long-term financial goals.
Wow, that was quite a journey through the Zodiac. We've revisited each sign and uncovered even more insights into what February 2nd, 2025 might hold.
Remember, these are just general interpretations and your own experiences might vary.
But hopefully we've given you some food for thought, and perhaps even a little inspiration for navigating your day. Welcome back to Lucky Fortune English Podcast.
We're wrapping up our deep dive into the daily horoscope for February 2nd, 2025.
Yeah, it's been quite a journey through the Zodiac, exploring all sorts of possibilities and potential pitfalls.
We've uncovered insights about career, love, finances, and even personal growth for each sign.
And as we've discussed, these forecasts are meant to be a source of inspiration and reflection, not a rigid set of instructions.
Exactly. You always have the power to choose your own path and create your own destiny.
But, sometimes a little nudge from the stars can be just what we need to gain a fresh perspective or tap into our hidden potential.
Absolutely. It's about finding the guidance that resonates with you and using it to navigate your day with confidence and intention.
So as we conclude this deep dive, let's revisit some of the key themes that emerged throughout our exploration.
One thing that stood out to me is the importance of balance. Whether it's balancing logic and intuition work and play, or independence and connection, finding that sweet spot is crucial for overall well-being.
Yeah, that's a great point. We saw that echoed across multiple signs, like
Yeah.
Aries needs to balance their bold leadership with careful communication, while Taurus needs to balance their creative impulses with practicality and financial discipline.
And for Libra, it's all about balancing their natural inclination towards partnership with the need to honor their own individuality and set healthy boundaries.
Another theme that resonated with me is the power of trusting your intuition. We saw that especially with signs like Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, but it's a valuable skill for everyone to cultivate.
Absolutely. Your intuition is like an inner compass guiding you towards what's truly aligned with your soul's purpose. Learning to listen to that voice can lead to greater clarity, fulfillment, and even success.
We also talked a lot about the importance of communication. Whether it's expressing your needs in relationships, sharing your ideas at work, or simply connecting with loved ones on a deeper level, open and honest communication is the foundation of strong bonds and meaningful interactions.
Right. And let's not forget about the importance of self-care. Several signs received reminders to prioritize their own well-being, recharge their batteries, and set healthy boundaries. It's a reminder that you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself allows you to show up more fully for the people and things that matter most.
So as we say goodbye, we encourage you to reflect on the insights that resonated with you during this deep dive. What stood out to you? What messages did the stars have for you personally?
Perhaps you're inspired to embrace a new opportunity, strengthen a relationship, or simply prioritize your own happiness. Whatever it may be, trust that you have the power within you to create the life you desire.
Thank you for joining us on this astrological adventure. We hope you found it informative, insightful, and perhaps even a little bit magical.
And remember, subscribing to our channel will bring you good luck. See you again.